The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
Wide open spaces. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try to pop the draw. Spins away from the defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on first down from the 30. The option look. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Finds a little space. Got the first down and more. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks into the open.
Man, I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision. run, right or wrong. It's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Pulls and fires complete. Still running at the 40. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Now improvising. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down, still moving. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive to touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looking to kick defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go to the draw. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. Now the pitch. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like that.
There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Lewis to throw. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Wolverines will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Covey.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Gets it to the back. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback, but when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off play action on first down. Rushes on him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the ball goes out of bounds. The offense maintains possession, but no gain on the play.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lewis wants to pass. He's got it. Oh, what a move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Wolverines are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go, high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown. Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to get the corner. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. Now the toss. On the move at the 30. Into the secondary on the right. And it's in there for a touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive.
Let's go. Right.
Snags a quick pass on the left.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Covey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Lewis to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return. The offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play.
29 Philly.
On the option. He'll toss it. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass, and giving no space for the offense.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Off play action. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better find your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. And it's in for a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Gets the back moving. Running back searching for a hole.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Jackson. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The give to the tailback.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout by the offense.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be for the win. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this. And that's why you rep it in practice throughout